Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 41 of Terraria 1.3. Last episode was a very important one, kind of a milestone. Got ourselves a pair of frostbark boots. Not only did we find an aglet and an anklet, which let me make the lightning boots, I then combined it with my ice skate that I had from before, and got myself frostbark boots. So again, those are pretty much endgame boots for like mobility. This episode indeed. Let's go ahead and like quick stack things. Also, we found the Star Fury. It's not amazing. It's pretty cool. I mean, you know, if you want to use it. I think I was catching a bunch of random animals at the end of the last episode because we re-rolled the boots a lot, and we got very unlucky a lot, to say the least. And we're at an intrepid roll. We had menacing like 6 times. That cost me so much money. So I got really unlucky in that sense. But this episode, what I want to do is I would like to start making a house. And now here's the thing, unless they've changed it, I'm actually going to have to consider moving it because we have a sky island here, sky lake. I may put it over here. What I want to do is have a house that's in the air. In hard mode, again, unless they've changed it, you don't really want your house on the ground. Now this could have changed. This could be a completely and silly and stupid idea, but I'm going to put my house in the air. Typically, why you do that is during, like, say, a blood moon. I'm not planting lay boom. I'm trying to plant the seeds. What the hell am I doing? So typically during something like a blood moon, all the zombies are beating on your walls. You know, they break through your doors. It's really annoying. Last series, I did still keep my house on the ground, and we did occasionally have that problem. But I think I'm going to just make my house in the air. So you can avoid that. You're less likely to get wraiths flying up into your shit, and it's really annoying. Again, they probably changed it, and I'm committing to an incredibly stupid thing. But we're going to shut up and we're going to do it. Because that's what I am doing. And that's just how it's going to be. So, I want a elevator at my house. So I want ropes down to the underworld. I don't want a sky island directly above it. So, or sky lake. I don't want anything above it because it's going to be up like about this height. You could put it on here if you wanted to, but my idea is basically I'm going to make a floating island in the sky, and I'm going to build a house on top of it. I'm going to place it right about here. So what I will do is let's go over here. I have plenty of bombs for what I'm about to commit to. And let's just pick a spot where I want to start blowing up the ground. Yeah, try to be about halfway in between these floating islands. I don't want to like hit any of them. I think we'll be fine doing it right here. But let's see. I mean, no floating islands up here, right? I mean, obviously, not running into any. Let's build our way up with ropes, and then what we'll do is the ropes from the bottom of the house will come straight down into the elevator. So if you want to just go up to your house, if I want to go down to the mine, whatever. That's just how it is. So it's all one rope. So let's build our way up here first, just to make sure there's not a hidden floating island here, because if there is, I'll be pretty happy, but I'll also be pretty sad. It doesn't need to be like ridiculously high. I don't want it in space. The last thing I need is wyverns spawning in my damn house. So what I'm going to do to test the limits is I'm going to just build this like all the way up for now. And I'm going to pay attention to where the biomes start changing. So the far right side, you see it still says I'm on the surface. So that's good. I don't want the biome shift. I don't want harpies all over my shit. I don't want wyverns. So right there we hit space. Where's the space? Space is 75, 76, 7, yeah, 675, 6, oh look at that, that's like weird, space. Okay, so 677, that is officially space. So we don't want to go any higher than that. So I'll actually just go ahead and break this. So like the tip of my house should never pass 677, and I'm actually going to do this. Come on. I want to leave the rope there for now. We'll likely end up breaking it, but that's good. So I'll go ahead. I'll break all these to a point. I'll end up using a lot of these, but that is a marker. We know where it is. We know we don't want to go past that point. Going past that point is how you get stupid spawns that I'm not interested in. Now let me take a look at the map here. See how much building room I have. Plenty. Like I'm not planning on making. I'm not planning on making a house that's like 20 screens long. No, that's silly. But I'm just trying to map out the area so I don't accidentally into another biome. That would be silly. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need dirt, because I can make it out of clouds, like the base, like the bottom. Uh, I can make it out of clouds, but we got clouds all over the place. I think what I'll do is more of like a castle idea. There's going to be a floating mound of dirt with like a really cool house on it. That's what I'm going for. That is what I'm going for. And of course I'm going to need dirt because I think I've been deleting a lot of it, which that's not a problem. When I start working on the elevator, which I'm going to do this episode just by throwing bombs to get the dirt, we'll get all the dirt we need. I've got 99 bombs, and a bitch ain't one. No, that's not how it goes, but that's okay. You get my point. That's fine. So let's fall down here, and let's start digging the hole. And just do it like right there. So this is how I'll get a lot of my dirt. And the hole might kind of deviate over a little bit. I don't know if I'll smooth the walls out or not. Let me just get a little bit of dirt. See, I don't know if I want to be anal about it and make a perfect little hole. God, this is so naughty. I feel terrible talking about this. Where do I want the ground? Do I want it to be flat with this? Because this is already kind of flat. I think that's what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and break this because it's in the way. Let's start placing these blocks. Go ahead and dig this up. So this is the building episode for sure. Need to be a lot of building. Some people may not like it. Some people may like it. I like watching other people build. It just depends who they are, I guess. But I'm going to flatten this out. Any place that I'm on the ground, really, I want flat land. Typically for any kind of combat, that's ideal. Like say I got a blood moon, and I just want zombies to come at me in a straight line, or a goblin invasion, goblin army, straight line, so I can just shoot whatever gun I have, like space gun. It's something that penetrates, destroys segmented enemies. It's just better. Hills and stuff cause things to take less damage because the hills get in the way. It may not be the most aesthetically pleasing, but that's what the house will be for. This will be function over form. That's kind of how it works. So this will be flattened like that. That works for me. Could use a builder potion, but I don't really need the placing distance. It's not a big issue here. And let me build up. It's also going to make it easier to run back and forth, like the different biomes. However, one day when we kill ourselves a mechanical boss, something I did in my last series, something I want to do in this series. I did it all off screen because there is no point in recording it. I wired up teleporters to 3 major points on each side of the map. So, say my house is the center point, and then what I would do is I'd have a teleporter right here, like in 3 sites. Like I'd split the map in thirds. So I'd have a teleport here, in the jungle, and then in the ocean. And then on the other side, I had one like here, in the dungeon, and then in the ocean. So if I needed to go somewhere, I didn't have to run. I didn't have to use a minecart track. I didn't have to walk. I didn't have to fly. I just freaking teleported. It was so cool. Oh god, it was so cool. It was such a pain to make, you bet. But I did it all off screen, so you guys didn't have to see that. It was worth it. Dirt's worth it. So that uses up pretty much all of my dirt already. And we need a lot for our house. So, because what I kind of want to do is I want it to look relatively neat on the way down. But for now, I'm going to just break shit with some bombs. Combine these stacks. Okay, slime, I'm going to get away from you. And let's just start throwing bombs down here and getting dirt stacks. We're going to start building. I'm going to use the staff of regrowth. I think I have one. If I don't, just get grass seeds. We'll place some grass up there because I wanted to have grass. I want the vines to hang down because I think that would look really cool. I have a few plans. The building material, I think I'm going to roll with. I have to test it. I'll have to go pick some up and look at it. But marble for the physical brick wall that you can't run past, like the actual block. And then granite as the backdrop. It's going to be a clash of colors. We kind of talked about it. But I think it's the clash of colors I'm looking for. Maybe granite chest, or not granite chest, I'm sorry, maybe marble chest, because the backdrop's going to be like that dark purple, black, like the really dark purple. And then the chests are going to be this really cool white. So I think it's just going to look really cool together. And let's just keep going here with the bombs, man, because we're going to need all the dirt. That's going to hurt. Plus, this will make it easy for me to dig my elevator later. don't know if I'm going to use mushroom grass and make a mushroom grass biome. I probably will, because it's going to also spawn the truffle. But that is a problem for another day. I'm killing things down here. Piranhas. That's cool. And the fun... Hey, look, a life crystal. The fun thing about using mushroom grass in your elevator... It's going to be bad because it's going to spawn monsters, I'm sure. But it looks so damn cool. Oh, it looks so cool. Nice bomb. It actually stuck right where I kind of wanted it to. Thankfully, we can make sticky bombs these days. That makes that easier. Oops. That hurts. Good thing it wasn't TNT, huh? So let's split the difference here and throw it kind of right down the middle. It won't be perfect, but it'll be that much less digging I need to do. 330 dirt. Awesome. Some of the best things about making this house, like one of the best things about making this house, is I will have so much storage. And all my storage issues are going to be remedied. Because right now we're running into that problem far too often. Where I'm like, what chest does this go in? I'll have everything organized. I had it before like that too, and it was really nice. Slime, you just don't even. So we're almost out of bombs. I could have bought so many, but them rerolls. I don't even want to talk about it. Alright, how much dirt did we get out of this? Not as much as I maybe would have liked. And of course we're finding new cave, but you can see the hole, it's relatively straight down. And I'll lower ropes down from where I have my ropes going up. Probably would be easier to do this. And who knows, maybe since we're spending a lot of time on the surface, maybe we can get lucky and get some slime events, some cool things like that to start happening. I will go ahead and delete some silly things from my inventory, like clay, because I want the blink root seeds. Been needing to tend to these farms for a little bit. That works for me. And I'm just going to delete the one seed. It's one seed. Go ahead and quick stack anything I do or don't have. Life crystal. Let's go ahead and put that away as well. Quick stack. Bam. There goes all my money. That's okay. I don't need it on my person. He has access to our bank from far away. So let's line up the potential elevator here with the rope. So we'll just break that block and that block and lower the rope straight down. Not sure if I want to replace it with vines. You know, the whole, you get that book and then it lets you get vines and they work as ropes. It'd probably be more aesthetically pleasing. You can also use chains with iron and lead. And I might do that because they do look really cool. I've used them as an aesthetic piece as well before. Just kind of hanging chains from the ceiling. Like maybe you're making kind of like a dungeon, I don't know, like a spooky house. You know, you got yourself a haunted house, whatever you want to call it. Looks really cool. And you can see where the hole kind of deviates because we're going perfectly straight down with these ropes. And then you notice how I'm hitting a block here. So I'm going to need to move my bombs over a little bit. Huh? That's what it's looking like. But you can see that this is a little bit tedious, but when it's complete, I'm sure a lot of people can see the merit in it. It's just going to make it easy to traverse up, down, left, right, whatever the hell you want to do. I mean, when hard mode hits, a lot of this is going to be like corrupted and hollowed cave. And it's going to be really easy to get to said caves just by jumping down here and finding like a path over to that biome. And works for me, man. I'm going to have to go ahead and delete these ropes or break them. I guess you can delete them, whatever you want to do. Get some flares down. I see you, teal dye. I think you're a teal one. You're something. Can I harvest you by doing that? I thought I could. You're a teal mushroom. Ah, alright. Well, first guess was right. So we still need bombs, or we still need to dig, but I'm going to wait till I get some bombs. Now let's go back to the surface again. I should start holding on to dirt. The reason for that, or I'm sorry, what's it called? Stone. And the reason for that is a lot of bricks require stone to be mixed in. So we'll take the stack of that. I don't think I have a scrap of regrowth. Pretty sure you get that from the jungle. That's a-okay if I don't, because I'll just buy some grass seeds from the dryad. This is why I can't wait to have a fancy storage system. No, you're not what I'm looking for. Alright, so dryad, you should have grass seeds. You only need one, because it'll start everything. Of course, they're dirt cheap, so I'll splurge a little bit. I'm supposed to be capturing you. Well, whoops, well, that didn't, that went horribly wrong. I'm supposed to be capturing cute little bunnies. Crunch. Well, keep me away from small animals. I'm a murderer. Alright, well, there's another squirrel. Hey, you. You're worth some money. You're worth, like, a couple silver. Don't make me dash at you. Whew, you're lucky I caught you with a net and not my shield. That could have gone horribly, horribly wrong. Alright, so I think I will... I should be able to check it on the map. Yeah, there's no way my house is ever going to get that high. I think, like right around here, you don't want the ground on screen too much because then you'll get a lot of monsters clustering up. But I think right about here is a good, like, the base of it all. So what I'm going to do, I have to start putting dirt here. And I need to make it so I can still get up here with ropes for now. So place these and delete that. And then we'll start building off of this. So it's going to be, this is going to be very touch and go at first. And it's going to be a little bit awkward, I think, in the very beginning until I start giving it shape. Because, I mean, like, what I want to do, again, I know I could just inhabit one of these, but I'm not going for the cloud thing. I want to give it that natural, it's not a square, you know. I want it to look kind of natural. It's going to have, like, random parts sticking out that, you know, just are random and sporadic. It's going to look cool. Not so man-made. And here's one of the problems about building like I'm building. It's going to require a lot of grappling and a lot of finagling. Apparently a lot of demon eye dealing with. So, let's see. It might even just be easier to do it like this. Go ahead and lower myself down. Okay, and we'll start building. And then, yeah, I'll fill it in. I'm not going to, like, make just, like, a perfect cup. But let me start laying the shape out here. And when I say cup, I don't mean... I mean, like a little bowl. I'm not going to do, like, a perfect bowl. No. No, we'll be adding things and removing things and terraforming it. I might even add ore in the middle. Like all that ridiculous amount of gold and silver I may have sitting in those chests. I want to make it fancy. I'm going to try at least. No. You stop, Demon Eye. I gotta be careful with how big I make the house too. I'm pretty sure if your house is too big and there's like room off the screen, you know, like to the side, you can have monster spawn. So we gotta be careful on that front. Now let's see here. Grapple this way, grapple here, and then I can place underneath me. Tight fit, but it worked. Go ahead and put flares down. Why the hell not? Okay. So this is just like laying out the very, very base. And I'll be filling it in and digging things up. Hanging vines. And I can even go ahead and just start it. Throw a grass seed on here. And throw a grass seed here. Because of course that'll start spreading. I don't need an extra flare. That seems silly. And considering that I am in space, well, I'm in the air, there's going to be a lot of flying enemies. Yeah, let's just use the bee gun. Hey, give me that. No! No! Night crawlers! Alright. I'll take some enchanted night crawlers. Once I have wings, I'll be able to jump up to this. I won't have to use this rope. Like, I'll be able to fly into my house, and that'll be really cool. That, of course, comes later. That hard mode. That hard mode loot comes later. I gotta remember, I am no artist at all. I will do my best to make it look pretty. But again, I'm not an artist. Oops, hello. That's not what I want to do. Apparently I like to melee, or I like to dash with this stupid shield too much. There's also a melee set, speaking of shields, that apparently I think it's the endgame one. It gives you the shield dash mechanic. That's really cool. Because I have a feeling this accessory is going to become kind of pointless at some point. I mean, it's great, don't get me wrong, but like the bonuses, I'm sure there's something better. I mean, I know there's better accessories, so who knows. So let's see how symmetrical the house, it won't look symmetrical like the platform, but I think I'm going to try and keep it the same width, relatively. I gotta make it look too stupid. And I'm trying to keep the flares down for you because I realize we're in space and shit's going to be dark. Alright, so that's about symmetrical. Remember, that's not the bottom of this. This is going to move. This is going to get changed a lot. And now what I want to do is kind of fill up the top part, the part that the house will eventually rest on, I feel. So what I'll do is let's start going up. And I will add and fill things in as I so choose. Let's get up top. That just seems to be the better thing here when building. So this is like the platform that the house is going to stand on, and I don't think that's too small. And if it is, I can just keep adding more. I need to start fill. This is going to be a while, but let's start laying it out. And I'm not going to fill it in the middle yet, because if I start putting ore in here, what I'm going to want to do is put like silver ore, gold ore, like some fancy stuff. Doesn't have to be like titanium, or not titanium, like adamantite, you know, like the ridiculous shit. We don't get to hard mode. Just put some ore in there to give it some shine, and then what I might end up doing is using some like emerald torches, for example, and give it some really cool green glow, like sapphire torches. And I'm just coming up with ideas here, and I realize that again it's a little bit dark. That's probably gonna happen a lot. All these flares should be coming back down. You know what? You get on fire, and then you can light up everything for us. Thank you, kind sir. So this may be a little bit too thick. That's what she said, but hey, I was going to kill you myself, but looks like the fire got you. And let's take care of the enemies that are pestering me. Just shoot that a little bit. Rain. I suppose I could go get some water leaf. I don't know how many water leaf seeds I'm sitting on. And you only get water leaf during the rain. Might want to go look at that. So this is just, again, this is the wooden chunk that my house, or wooden chunk, derp. The dirt chunk my house is going to sit on. So let's go ahead and we'll connect these parts, and then I want to take a look at the middle and see what we're looking at. Apparently that's 400 zombies. That is quite a few zombies I've slain in this world. And I think that is a world counter, not a player counter. Alright, you guys need to stop this. When I get some sunflowers up here, that ought to help. You know, the whole spawn thing. Obviously, we're not at that stage yet. So, let me go in the middle. What are we looking at? That's, distance-wise, it's fairly similar. Now, it's obviously way bigger than that. I'm trying to get a sense of how big this house is going to be. So what I want to do is start planning out. I mean, this is the platform that it's going to reside on. But start planning out some of the actual rooms, like this. I think this is about the same as my old house in terms of width. Maybe a little smaller. Maybe. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to grapple a little bit later. Oh, I was going to try to split the difference, but it didn't work. Damn it. Let's do it this way. I think I'll add some here. So let's start going back up. I mean, I can always make it a larger of a platform and add it as we need to. Like maybe I need a storage shed to the side, you know? I can add one later. Whatever. Alright, so that zombie is going to be trapped for all eternity. You know what? He's got gold on him. Let's kill him. Picked up some money. Wasn't a lot of money, but you know what? Money is important. Frostbark boots. We know this now. So I think that is okay. No, that's not okay. I'm going to beat you to death. Okay, so that is okay. Let's break our way through here. And then I'm going to bring the ropes up. No. You know what? You're getting the boomstick. So are you. Boomstick. Boomstick's fun. So let's build our way up here. I'm sure people are going to scream in the comments telling me that it's like super stupid to build your house in the sky in 1.3. It might be. Probably is. I'll learn. I'll figure it out. I'm going to deal with it. It's not really the wisest thing to make it on the ground in 1.2, but I did that anyway. But it worked out, so whatevs. Alright, let's kill these dudes. So now that we have our ropes going up, we know how to get up and down. So you have like a kind of a general idea. You'll be going up like this. I think I need to add some more dirt to the left. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. So let's start down low. Okay, and then I've got 300 dirt left. Again, I realize it's a little bit dark. Do that, and let's start building upward. Okay, and then let's just start connecting it. I think that's acceptable. And of course, once this grass grows, and then we start having vines and things hanging, I might even add some water. I don't know. I think it's going to look really cool. It's not going to look like much right now. It's dirt. What do you expect with dirt? Not a lot. That pet of mine is having a whole lot of fun. Not sure what he's on about. Alright, so we combine this. Might want to... That's all subject to change. But as you can see, the grass is spreading. That's what I want. Hey, lenses. Cool. So, let's see. When we stand in the middle, it's about the same. You know, you can look at the map up here. You can see it's about the same width. So that's good. That works for me. Now, what I'm going to do, unless this is subject to change, but I'll put platforms here and here, so it's like it's flat, and then probably platforms here and here. Now, what ore do I have at home that I want to kind of fill in? Because we need to keep it lit up, and once it's lit up, the ore should shine. It should sparkle. It should look pretty cool. We've got a copious amount of gold thanks to some actual mining, plus probably a lot of that is due to the extractinator. Tungsten looks pretty beast, I'm not going to lie. I'll bring that. Meteorite's a bad idea. That's how you get yourself another biome. Demonite could be cool. But obviously we have bars. I have some ore. It's not like I can't get some more. That rhymed. I apologize. You'll have to forgive me. I know where I have all my lenses. See, like, this is why I can't wait to have some storage that makes sense. Let me tell you the bunnies and stuff I've been capturing. No, fire, I need you. I need you in my life. 10 silver. I thought I was selling, or I thought I gathered some bunnies. There they are, there's one. Alright, let's go back. That's a lot of worms on the ground. Well, that's one less worm. Alright, do worms come up to the surface, or do worms just spawn naturally during rain? I don't recall breaking a rock. I'll have a cardinal too. Here you go, ma'am. Well, I don't know what you're doing with all these animals I'm buying you, but hey, it's your business, not mine. Not mine. I realize it looks like a turd in the sky. Patience. Patience. I'll try to make it pretty. My majestic turd in the sky. So, where do we want to start placing some of these blocks? I was going to want to use dirt as a building block to get up to the point that I want to place the block. Tungsten and gold, I think, come first. We'll use very little demonite, I think. I don't want to overpower it. So, let's go up to, like, say here. And then tungsten ore. And I'm going to want some kind of a light source. I'm not sure. It can't be too powerful. It can't be like an overpowering light source. I'm not sure what makes a good dim light source. I can look it up, obviously. Like, just kind of a semi-natural vein of ore. And then I'll build up with some gold. Oh, well, I'll split the difference. That works. And let's go ahead and do this. See, gold's got that natural shine. Looks pretty damn cool. It looks all purple because of my blue torches as the day changes. And let's start going this way. It all looks man-made, I realize. It is man-made. The whole point is I'm trying to make it look kind of generated. Forgive me. I'm no artiste. Did I bring silver? No, I only brought tungsten. Screw it, I may as well use some silver too. So, we've got platinum. Platinum, let's use some platinum. Yeah, about that much. Move the space gun, and I'll bring some silver. We'll be putting all the excess back. And look, there is definitely more worms here. If worms spawn because of the whole rain thing, I'm okay with this. This is a lot of enchanted night crawlers. Any over here? Nay. Get up to our house super quick. Pretty cool. I like it already. Find that stack, frees up some inventory space. I think I'm going to want some more gold. Can never have too much gold. Never too much gold. Do you not play video games? Closer. Oh, one place like right here. And then we put one right there. Alright, that works for me. You're not going to see a lot of this, but I'll know it's there. That's what counts. So let's do some silver here. So silver is obviously pretty. It's a torch. It's also very, very bright. Far too bright for what I want. Alright. Alright, so unfortunately it's looking like it's time to wrap the damn episode up. But we're finally building. We're finally building. This is going to take a while to get the actual house going. And I realize that. But if you're going to make a house, and you're going to make a permanent house, my suggestion is just always go all out right before hard mode. I mean, we didn't even do the dungeon yet. That's obviously still to come. But make sure you go all out and get it like ready. Because once hard mode hits, it's usually really freaking hard, as the name would imply. Especially with 1.3 in expert mode. So it's going to be difficult to be doing all the fun projects you want to do right away, because you're going to be under geared. If you just jump in head first, you're going to be dealing with a whole lot of enemies, and it's going to be a little bit difficult, and it's probably really not worth your time. Platinum ore looks so pretty. I will be 100% honest here. Yeah, and I didn't bring too much of it, but that looks nice. So, just like ore, I like riches. I've got some demon I didn't even place down. But I'll have to worry about that in the next episode, guys. Of course, give me your opinions. Like, let me know. Cool ideas. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Whatever. Just let me know. It looks like a floating turd. I get it. It'll come together. I promise. So, this is episode 41. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.